Guess who's back? Back again. Mikey's back. Tell a friend. Hey everybody, here I am with another video for you guys today. And today we're going to be doing the much requested pirate ship fleet update video. Yes, here it is. And before I go any further, if you like this video or any videos on my channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it, guys. I love all the support I get from you guys, so thank you so much for that. And now, without further ado, let's get down into it. Yes, this has been a highly requested video from you guys, and so I figured it was time for me to go ahead and do it. And before I go any further, let me just say that I'm filming this video on my new table that I built for my studio here. So it's my new studio table, and part of the reason I've had a delay on doing this video is because it's hard to fit so many ships onto one table. So, you know, I had to get a new situation, you know, a setup in place in order to even provide you guys with this video that you guys have been asking for, and you know, I've been so patient for and waiting for. So thank you for that. Now I do have all the ships set up in size that I feel, not necessarily in piece count, but just the way they look, you know, in appearance, you know, from largest to smallest. And I don't want to make you guys wait too long before you get down to the ones that I know you guys want to look at, you know, the Silent Mary, Imperial Flagship, etc. So let me just address these smaller ones real quick, and then we'll get them out of the way. These two have not changed at all since the last time you have seen them, so I'm not going to go in real depth with them. If you want, if you by chance want to see, you know, more of these ones that I don't talk about a lot on my channel, go ahead and ask for it, and, you know, and maybe I'll do a pirate ship comparison video featuring some of them. You know, and then this one here, I have this is an Enlighten ship that I have two of. These are actually identical ships, but I modified both of them, the Enlighten King of the Seas ships. But these sails, this is actually the Lepin Imperial Flagship front triangle sail that I put on that ship, where this is actually the sail that it comes with. I could go into a long story on why it ended up that way, but that's neither here nor there. But that's the way it is now. So this one has changed slightly since the last time you've seen it on my channel, but that's pretty much it for these front row ones. This one, it's the Enlighten Armada Flagship replica, has not changed at all. Then this is a little Enlighten ship, and then over here, this is the one that came with the Imperial Trading Post set. Great classic little Lego ship there. And then this one came in one of the Hobbit Lake Town sets, and I've always been a fan of that little ship. So here these ones are. So let me pause real quick and we will get them out of the way. Alright, and here we are getting the little ones out of the way. And as I said before, they're roughly what I feel is largest to smallest. So let's start on down here with the big bad Voodoo Daddy, the newest one, the Silent Mary. Yes, even though the sails don't stick up, you know, the masts don't appear as grand as some of the other ships do. When you actually look at the deck of the ship and how it sits next to the other ones, I do feel it is the largest, and we'll get down to that in a little bit. And then we have the Imperial Flagship there. That is the next largest, and since the last time you saw this ship on my video, I have made some changes to it. And one of the changes that I made is the sails on it. It has official Lego flagship sails on it now, because it is a Lepin set. Because as you guys know, the retail or the resale price on that set is just ridiculous. So yes, I do own the Lepin version, but I highly recommend that if you do have the Lepin, and this is true for all Lepin ships, if you have the Lepin version, I recommend going and paying, yes, the extra price to get the Lego, official Lego sales, because it makes that big of a difference in the end, in my opinion. It's really, it's an expense, it's a high expense, yes, but it's an important expense. And then next to that, we have the Kazi Black Pearl, which I have renamed mine the Inquisition. And it's, it's essentially it has more in common with the Imperial Flagship than it does with the actual real, Jack Sparrow-led Black Pearl. It's more of a direct replica of that set, in the actual, appearance and design of it. So that's why it is what I would say is the third largest. And because you can see it doesn't stick up, the masts don't stick up as high as the ones on the Imperial Flagship do. And then next to that, we have the Lego Queen Anne's Revenge. And that set has remained unchanged from the official model. So, not much more to say there, but I would say it is my next largest ship. And then next to that, we have, it's actually the Enlighten, Black Seas Barracuda replica. But with this one, I actually turned it into a blue coat ship, and it has a lot of actual Lego on it. I can't say it's 50% Enlighten and 50% Lego at this point, but it has a lot of Lego pieces on it. And the sales on it are actually official Lego Imperial Flagship sales that we took a Sharpie to and just put the blue in there just to give it a little bit more of a regal type look to make it because it is my blue coat flagship. And then next to that, we have, it's actually a Sluban ship originally, which I have heavily modified, and it's more of a hodgepodge than anything else you'll find in my collection. I mean, there's Sluban stuff on it, there's Lego pieces, there's Enlighten stuff, there might even be some Mega Blocks mixed in there. Basically, whatever I could get my hands on to make that thing happen is what I did. And just for example, those are actually Enlighten sales that were supposed to go on, that came originally with that one that I put on there. So there you go. And then next to that, we have the next set or ship that I did talk about in my Red Kingdom video, briefly, and that is it is Brickbeard's Bounty. That is the official Lego model Brickbeard's Bounty. I did do some small modifications to it, but ever so slightly. These sails that are on it are the sails that the ship comes with. If you watched my, on my channel before, that those were, I had Imperial Flagship sails on it, but I was never satisfied with the look of it. I wanted the red and white look. So what I actually did is I went out and bought 2 more of the just plain sails on it, because it came with, the skull and crossbone design on 2 of the sails. And that wasn't really going to work for me as a redcoat ship. I don't want the Jolly Roger on a redcoat ship. So I just bought 2 more official sails and put it up, and there it is. And I think it looks great that way. It's a really fantastic looking, in my opinion. And then next to that, we have, this is the official Jack Sparrow led Black Pearl. Mine is actually the Lepin version. I do not have the Lego version of that set. But what I did do is as I did with the other one, I went out and bought the Lego sails for that ship. And it really made a huge difference with the overall appearance of that set. And even, as I said with the other ones, even though the sails are pretty expensive, like I think I want to say I paid $50 just for those sails, so it's not cheap, no. But it made that much of a difference, and I am much more satisfied with that ship now that I did that. And I think with the original Lepin price, I paid like $70, $60-$70 for that set. So even with the $50 expense on top of it for the proper sales, it's still much cheaper than you're going to get paying the aftermarket prices for the actual Lego model. So, just a little, sidebar there. And then there down at the end, we have the Brick Bounty. It was the, second to newest, Lego pirate ship that we have received, with obviously the Silent Mary being the newest. But it is the second newest, and, it's a nice little ship, and it is pretty much intact from the exact, model that we received. So there we are. Now I'm gonna do a little side comparison views for everybody, just to get a little bit more of an idea of everything. And here we are down at this end, and here is the Silent Mary. And as you can see, I got them all pretty closely backed up, touching this back sheet here, just to give you guys a good idea of the size of all these ships. I would say that the Imperial Flagship and the Kazi Black Pearl do stick out a little bit the furthest on the front mast, but they only have the Silent Mary beat ever so slightly. But the Silent Mary, the deck just sits so much higher than the other ones do. That's why I do, feel it is the largest of all of my collection. Anyways, I'm gonna do my best to help you guys get as good of views and looks as everything as I can. It's really challenging trying to, give you guys exactly everything, good viewpoints and everything, because these are rather large, Lego sets here. They're not small. And just on a little side note, I am going to be constructing my own ship that is going to be larger than all of these, and I will get down to that. I don't know when the construction of it will actually begin. Not anytime soon, but it will be coming. I'm basically going to take the basic designs of these two, combine them, and create my perfect, ship. So expect that sometime in the future. But as we sit here right now, these are the two, largest. Now let's go take a look down at the other end. And here we are down at this end. As you can hear is the Brick Bounty, which again is the smallest of my larger ships, obviously. So, but the Brick Bounty and the Black Pearl, actually they have a lot in common. You would think that the Brickbeard's Bounty and the Brick Bounty would have a lot in common, and they do have a lot of similarities. But in overall, design of the hull, the Black Pearl and the Brick Bounty are the most similar. Hopefully, you guys can get decent enough, views of everything. Again, I'm trying my best here. It's hard to get good looks at all these things. So many of them. Again, if you really want to see any of these more, in depth or up close, there should be lots of videos covering all these ships on my channel. At least most of the most highly requested ones. And if some of the lesser requested ones, if somebody really wants to see it, just say so in the comments, and I will try to make that happen for you. But that is my video for you guys today. Thanks everybody for watching, and continue to like, comment, and subscribe. You guys are great, and see you guys all again soon. Take care, everybody.